going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the channel. My name is Tristin. Today, hope you guys are having a wonderful, fantastic day, night, whatever it is, wherever you may be. Today, I'm giving you guys the best settings you need to have in order to have great gameplays, great fun on Black Ops 7. Black Ops 7 is finally out. If you know, you know. But if you guys do enjoy the video that you guys get, please leave a like down below, as well as subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell as well. But without further ado, guys, let's get to it. So, starting off with the quick settings for horizontal and vertical stick sensitivity, I have mine at a 1.4. The default, I believe, is a 1.2. Now, for me personally, I feel like this is going to be the best that you guys can have, but it also depends on how you play as a person as well. For button layout, I have it at default. For me personally, I just always feel like the default is the best option out there. I know some people like to switch it up, play different outputs and stuff, but that's just how I like to do it. Controller vibration is off, as well as look inversion is on standard. For field of view, this can always vary, but for me, I have it set at 100. I feel like 100 is perfectly fine because it's a little bit more than the standard, so there's that. And then, really, we're not changing anything with the audio or the interface. Now, as far as it goes with the controller settings, there's a lot in Black Ops 7 that we need to run through, but first off, button and stick layout, like I mentioned, are at default. We already went over stick sensitivity. And then there's a couple of things here as well that you want to have turned off. You want to have simplified control preset and low motor strain preset turned off, as well as bumper ping, which is going to invert your tactical and ping buttons. I just personally keep that off. And then also, you want to have this swap feature turned off as well. And then dead zone inputs. This is where you really want to get into a lot, because dead zone inputs are really going to help you with aiming and shooting in Black Ops 7. So for the left stick mid, I have it at 5, and then for the left stick max, I have it at 25, and then for the right stick, I have it at 10, and the right stick is at 99 for the max. And the reason for this is that because my right stick is being used to, essentially get, clear aim and things of that nature, this is going to help me out a lot more and ultimately get me better gunfights and win at the end of the day. For aiming, there's not really much that you will change here at all. You could choose to increase your ADS sense multiplier for when you're focusing. I personally normally would keep it at a 0.65. The default's about a 1. So it's up to you guys how you want to do that. For aiming advanced settings, there's a couple things here that you want to take a look at. First off is gradual. Now this is going to be where it progressively applies an aiming down sight when alternating between hipfire and fully zooming in. This is perfect for if you're somebody who wants to be able to get shots quicker and also be able to focus more at the same time. For third person ADS, you want to have it at assist, so this is going to correct your aim and prioritize keeping the crosshair pointing at the player that you're aiming at, which is really, really important across the board. And then for the curve type, you want to have this at dynamic. Now for me, I'm a more experienced player, so fast movement that slows down the aiming is going to be perfectly fine. I will say that you can't go wrong with linear either, but for me personally, dynamic I feel like is just the best option. And then as well, the slurve cope, I have it at a 0.80, so there's that as well. For movement, you want to have sprint assist on, you want to have mantle assist off, crouch assist off, corner slice, definitely have this on. I find that corner slice is actually one of the more underrated things in Black Ops 7 right now, so definitely go through with that. Wall jump and combat roll assist, keep those off. And then there's a couple things as well here that you do want to keep on, which are going to be sprint restore and slide maintain sprint. This I think is ultimately going to be very good for some of you. And then really a lot of these other stuff you're not going to really need to notice much about. Movement advanced though, you want to have toggle for tactical sprint or sprint behavior. And then also do not have auto move forward on. If this is on, trust me, you are going to feel absolutely mortified. And then also auto door peek you want to have off, but also sprinting door bash you want to have that on. If it's not already on, you want to have that on. And then when it comes to combat, for me, I have aim down sight behavior at a hold, and then weapon mount activation, ADS plus melee. Nothing really here that you guys need to be too focused about across the board. One thing as well I will say though is that mantle cancel reload as well as the depleted ammo switch is going to be really important across the board. Next, we'll move into the graphics, guys. So brightness and display, I have mine set at a 50. I feel like that's perfectly fine. And then when it comes to quality, this is where we are going to, when it comes to view, not quality. When it comes to view, I have 100 as my field of view. ADS field of view is at affected, so it is going to be a value closer to the field of view setting. And then when it comes to weapon field of view, I have that at default, so it looks as intended. It's not smaller or bigger. And then I have the third person field of view at a 90. I'm actually going to go ahead and change that probably to about an 85. That's personally what I would do. So there is that. Now, one thing I also, okay, so there we go with quality. So you want to have world motion blur, weapon motion blur, and depth of field turned off. Now, these are really going to help you with being able to see, not just when you're looking down, the sights, but also just helping you across the board. You want to have Fidelity FX turned on. I have it at an 83. And then you want to have optimized texture streaming turned on. This is really going to help you across the board. Audio, for me, I really don't have too much to say about this. It's just kind of how it is. And then, ultimately, when it comes to the gameplay HUD, you want to have it at a pretty, sizable aspect. For me, personally, one of the big things that I like to do is I like to turn the radar on, minimap rotation, and compass on. Crosshair lines, you can choose how to, go about doing this. For me, I like that crosshair line spread and then the crosshair dot as well. And then really there's not much to that from there. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did, please make sure to leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. I'm going to be bringing you guys tons of Black Ops 7 gameplay throughout the day and throughout the course of the game. But with that being said, guys, my name's Tristin, and I'll see all of you guys in the next one.